I was really surprised to see a 2019 Corvette Grand Sport on a CarMax lot with 7,500 miles. This is basically a brand new car. Today's video is going to be talking about buying our 2019 Corvette Grand Sport from CarMax. It was a really good experience, so I felt that it was a good opportunity to put a video out there to let everybody know how good it went. This is the third car that I bought from CarMax, and all of them have been pretty good experiences, but this one by far was probably one of the better experiences. Knowing that we have COVID and everything, it probably helps a little bit for them to want to do more stuff online. I sold my 2014 Corvette about 1.5 years ago, and I decided that I was going to get a C8 Corvette. But the problem is, I'm just a little too tall. So I decided that I was going to get another C7 Corvette, but I wanted a Grand Sport. I wanted the wide body. So I started shopping around for probably like a 2017. I wasn't really wanting to get a 2019. A little more money than I was looking to spend. So I went to CarGurus. CarGurus has an exceptional search engine that allows you to look for cars throughout the US. So I set my sights on a Corvette Grand Sport 2017 and above. I didn't pick a price range, and I'm looking down and there's the usual reds and whites and a couple of yellows and some blacks, and they all just look the same. One thing I had to have was the red interior. I just love red interiors. So I was thinking a red one with a red interior. I had no idea I was even interested in a Admiral Blue Grand Sport. I was thinking that I wanted a red one. So as I'm going down the list, I keep looking. This one pops up. And I started looking at the pictures, and you'll see some of the pictures online that I was looking at. And I'm like, wow, that's the car. So I immediately told my wife, hey, you're not going to be happy, but I found the car. And sure enough, I did find the car. Now, this car was in Dulles, Virginia. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. So CarMax has this neat little deal for a small fee, and it depends on where the car is located in the US. My particular fee was $250 for CarMax to ship the car to Nashville. And they actually sent it to the Franklin location, and for $250. So, and here's the deal. If the car comes in and it's not what they said it is, the worst case you're out is $250. Best case, you buy your car and you still pay the $250. So this particular car, as you can see, was listed for just under $66,000. It only had 7,500 miles on it. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's just way more money than I was wanting to spend, because I kept seeing a lot of 2017s with some more miles on them for the $55,000 range. Then I got to thinking, this car is the last of the front engines. The 2019 is the last of the manual transmissions. And in the midst of, while I was waiting for my car to arrive from Dulles, Virginia to Nashville, there was an announcement from Corvette, at least kind of an announcement, a release, that they're not going to make the Grand Sport anymore. They are going to make an E-Ray. That's going to replace the Grand Sport line. So it's now going to be a hybrid vehicle rather than a truly normally aspirated vehicle. So a little bit about my CarMax buying experience. I called Virginia a few times. I talked to somebody on the lot. The one thing that I was a little disappointed at is if somebody had left the window sticker in the car, they clean the car out and toss it. The only thing they keep is the owner's manual, the keys, some floor mats, and everything else goes. So I asked them to go look for the window sticker because it was a 2LT. I did not know what the option package was though. I could tell it had the Heritage package, at least from the looks of it. And I wanted to see a little bit more about what the package was. When they went out and looked at the car, they confirmed that they did not have the original window sticker. They could not find the option tag, so I was forced to go to Marconi, I believe it is, and buy a $9 window sticker based on the VIN number so I could find out all of the options and how much the car actually cost when it was new. So this is a fairly well appointed 2LT, and I believe the window sticker on it was somewhere in the $76,000, $77,000 range. It did have the manual transmission. It does have the performance data recorder, which is something I wanted. It has the red interior, black wheels, which was optional. The Jake was added later as an option. It was not part of the actual package coming from the dealer. It did have the Heritage Stripe package. It did have the Grand Sport hash marks. And as I dug in a little bit deeper, the car has a few more things that normally wouldn't have come on the car from the factory. It has some different side skirts. It has some different mud flaps on it, or wheel protectors, I guess. And there's a couple of things inside that it came with, I didn't really care for as much. It came with these diamond floor mats. Now the diamond floor mats are very protective, which is great. And I was happy they were there because it didn't damage any of the carpet or anything. I have since removed them because I like the original Grand Sport floor mat look. So I call them up, I talk to them a little bit more after I get the options on the car, and I said I'm interested in the car. It's $250 to ship it to Nashville. I said, so how long will it take to get to Nashville? They looked at their schedule and they said it can take up to 25 to 30 days to get to Nashville. So I pay the $250 on credit card and I say ship away. So I'm sitting waiting for the car patiently, thinking it's going to be 25 days, and within about 12 days I get a phone call. And honestly, I was waiting for some money to transact and stuff like that so that I could get the car. And actually, I was hoping for the 30 days, but it came in early. So it came in 12 days. I went to the dealer and I told them I had like an hour. I wanted to go test drive it. So I immediately went in, met with the salesman that is local. I got in the car. They gave me the keys. They let me go take it out. Immediately, the car was stumbling. It was missing, and when I accelerated, it was knocking from a ping, like a low octane fuel. So I came back and I told CarMax, I said, the car is still under factory warranty. It's only got 7,500 miles on it. I want them to send it over to the Chevrolet dealership and have it checked out. We have a Chevrolet dealership nearby, and I was thinking it was going to go to Walker Chevrolet. So I have friends at Walker Chevrolet, and I was checking with them periodically, and they said, no word of the car coming. A couple days go by, and I'm starting to get a little antsy because I want the car to get to the dealer to be checked out so that I can either go look for another car or no, I'm going to buy this one. So I call back to CarMax and said, what's the deal? When's it going over? They said, well, we have an agreement with GMC, which is Darrell Waltrip GMC. That happens to be where I buy my trucks from, so I'm very close to their service department, and they do warranty work on General Motors. So the car makes it over there, and they check it out, and they find out that the car has two things wrong with it. One of the coil wires has pulled away from the coil pack, fell off basically, was causing a miss. And then the second piece to this was, CarMax only has regular fuel on their lot. They pumped some regular fuel into the car and caused the pre-detonation or the knocking. So I asked them for two things. I said, I'd like you to make sure that you replace that coil wire, and I would like you to drain the tank and put premium fuel in it because I want the car to drive right before I buy it off the lot. So about another week goes by and the car comes back and it's driving fine. I go drive it, and here's the deal I told him. I said, I have an hour. I'm going to come over, I'm going to drive the car. I said, when I'm done driving the car, I am going to buy the car, and I have an hour to do it. I don't want any extended warranties. I don't want any extra sales pitches. I just want to go run, sign the title work, and take my car home. So they were very, very good about honoring that. So I went to the dealership, I fired the car up, I drove it around, came back, It's running fantastic. It looks fantastic. They've got it all cleaned up. And I go into the sales office. I have my funds already approved. I went in and talked to them a little bit, signed the paperwork, out the door, and everything was fantastic. Now, before I purchased the car, I looked at the CarMax warranty and I looked at the GM EPP warranty. And I'm going to do a separate video telling you a little bit about the pros and cons of each of those. I opted to get a GM EPP warranty, which is backed by General Motors. I go to any General Motors dealership in the country and they fix the car for me. So, my CarMax buying experience was outstanding. I think that they were very good about communicating when my car was going to be there. They set the expectations. It was going to be a long wait. They beat those expectations. When the car made it, it had problems. They immediately took it to the dealer. They got the dealer to work on it. They were open and communicating to me about what was going on with it. And then once I got the car, the transaction was extremely fast. I had my tags. At the point in time my temporary tag expired, I had my permanent tag ready. So overall, 2 thumbs up to the CarMax buying experience. I would highly recommend it if they have a car you like. I was really surprised to see a 2019 Corvette Grand Sport on a CarMax lot with 7,500 miles. This is basically a brand new car. I did have the original owner find me or reach out to me about the car, and I have a little bit more information about how he got the car, why he sold the car, and a whole transaction. I'm going to do a separate video on that after I talk to him a little bit more and get permission from him, because some of it's a little bit personal. So, thanks for being with us at the Full Octane Garage. We look forward to you coming back. We have the 2019 Grand Sport. We now have our 1963 split window Corvette Resto Mod completed, and then we also have our 1960 Corvette. And we're going to do some comparisons between the generations and what's happened along the ways. And we're just going to have a lot of fun with our Corvettes this season. We can't wait for a little bit warmer weather. It's actually snowing out tonight, so this car is not going anyplace. Not with these summer tires anyways. And the other thing too, when CarMax got the car, I guess the tires had been worn down a little bit at 7,500 miles. They put a brand new set of tires on it. So I got a brand new set of tires with the car. I confirmed that with the owner, that he did not put the new tires on. So overall, again, the CarMax buying experience rocked. I would do it all over again. I bought a 2007 Z06 from them in the past. I bought a Lexus GX470 from them in the past. And I don't necessarily go to CarMax and look for these cars. I go looking for global searches, and CarMax happens to come up. So, again, thanks for being with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're going to bring lots of cool content. We've already done a brake change video on this where we put some dust-free brake pads on this. We'll do a few more things coming up on this car, and we'll have a lot of our ownership experience going on with it. So thanks for being with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll be back to you very soon with more Full Octane content.